MONT-TREMBLANT, K. There has been a fairly steady stream of talent heading south this off-season, and that's a good thing in the eyes of CFL Commissioner Randy Ambrosie. Among the players who have been released from their CFL contracts to sign NFL deals are Jameer Thurman, James Vaughters, Alex Singleton and Marken Michel of the Grey Cup champion Calgary Stampeders, Maston, Jake Ceresna and Duke Williams of the Edmonton Eskimos, Diontae Spencer of the Ottawa Redblacks and Samuel Eguavo of the Saskatchewan Roughriders. The NFL thing is just evidence of how fundamentally close the talent level in our league is to the talent level in the NFL. Ambrosie said, "That's been a long and important story as it relates to our football. Our guys are world-class athletes and I'm always happy for them when they get a chance to take a shot at the NFL. The CFL has more competition this year as the Alliance of American Football gets ready for its inaugural season. It's a league that could siphon some potential CFL talent, which is one of the reasons why Ambrosie is focusing on attracting athletes from countries other than Canada and the United States with his CFL 2.0 concept. As far as the Alliance, it's too early to know how it's all going to unfold," Ambrosie said. "It's another reason why opening our minds to international players is important. It creates a new potential supply of players. I talked to the NFL in December about this very thing. Football is growing around the world and athletes around the world are finding their way onto the football field because it's a great way to apply their athleticism." Hope for Toronto Argonauts general manager Jim Popp is a firm believer that things can and will turn around, attendance-wise, in the CFL's three biggest markets. The Argos had the lowest average attendance in the league, 14,210.7 per game, while Montreal, 17,332.1, and Vancouver, 19,975.1, weren't much better. While it's concerning and it makes people wonder if those markets have completely lost interest in the CFL, Popp maintains a positive outlook. "I look at things half full, not half empty," Popp said Monday. Popp has been in these situations before. He was the general manager in Montreal when the Alouettes were selling fewer than 2,000 season tickets and was a big part of building a success story that lasted more than a decade. Though the people haven't responded yet in Toronto the way the CFL hoped they would, there are still ways to bring them back on board. "When I came to Saskatchewan for my first 2 years in the CFL, it was in dire need, it was in real trouble, and look at it today," said Popp, who worked in Saskatchewan in 1992 and 1993. "We turned that team around, got it competitive, and it built up to what they are today, which is fantastic. The Roughriders have a sparkling new stadium in Regina and sell it out for almost every game. They are the most popular brand in the CFL and a massive part of Saskatchewan's fabric. But Toronto is a very different story. There's so much competition for the entertainment dollar, and while the Argos continue to get decent television ratings in the Southern Ontario market, they can't seem to get people excited about going to games. When people say it can't be done, I say it can," Popp said, "because I've watched it, I've seen it happen. There's a niche and a place there. There's tremendous season ticket holders who have supported the team for a long time. They've got every bit of the gear on, they're vocal, and it's us tapping into what other group of people, in a city that has a lot of people, many multicultural, and finding a way to get them to this stadium. It's there. It's a matter of putting it all together. It's finding ways to continue to reach people in places, getting our staff and players out to talk to people in schools, to create more of an interest, especially with the younger people. It didn't help that the Argos finished a league worst 4-10 last season, just 1 year after winning the Grey Cup. It's only gonna help if you win consistently," Popp said. New places to play. Part of Ambrosie's vision for CFL 2.0 is the notion of finding places for Canadians to continue their football careers even if they don't make it to the CFL right away. The commissioner said he's been having fantastic conversations with the people who run U Sports in Canada as well as those in junior football. "How do we create more opportunities for Canadian college and junior athletes to play more football?" Ambrosie said. "For some of them, the CFL is within their grasp, and for others, just because their college football eligibility is gone, it doesn't mean they should have to stop playing. One of the things we're talking about both in Mexico and with the guys in Europe is, can we create opportunities for Canadians to play football around the world when they're done playing college? We really want to give these guys a chance to continue to play a game they love. The CFL has already entered into a partnership with the Liga de Futbol Americano in Mexico and will host a scouting combine and draft in Mexico City next weekend. Ambrosie said 6 European countries have expressed an interest in partnering with the CFL, and the German Federation will visit Canada and the league this month. Twyman at postmedia.com, twitter.com/Ted Wyman.